Chapter 15. The Bridges of Connecticut. Entering Connecticut. With excitement bubbling in their hearts, Lucky and her friends finally crossed the state line into Connecticut. The scenery changed as they traveled further, with charming small towns, historic buildings, and the famous covered bridges that Connecticut was known for. "We're so close now," Lucky exclaimed, her eyes shining with hope. "I can feel it." Felix nodded. "Let's keep our eyes open for any signs or clues that might lead us to your mom." The first covered bridge. As they journeyed deeper into Connecticut, they came across their first covered bridge. It was a beautiful structure, painted red with white trimmings, and it looked like something out of a fairy tale. "This is amazing," Daisy said, looking around in awe. "It's like stepping back in time." Benny grinned. "Let's cross it and see what's on the other side." A new friend. As they crossed the bridge, they encountered a friendly raccoon named Rusty. He was sitting by the edge of the bridge, playing a harmonica and looking very content. "Hi there," Rusty called out, waving to them. "What brings you to these parts?" Lucky introduced herself and her friends, explaining their quest to find her mom. Rusty smiled warmly. "Well, you're in luck. I know these bridges like the back of my hand. I can help you find your way." Following Rusty. With Rusty leading the way, the friends continued their journey across the picturesque bridges and through the charming towns of Connecticut. Rusty shared stories and legends about each bridge they crossed, making the journey even more magical. "These bridges have been here for centuries," Rusty said. "They've seen so many stories and carried so many travelers. It's like they have a life of their own." A hidden message. At one of the bridges, Rusty showed them a hidden message carved into the wooden beams. It was an old inscription that spoke of a secret meeting place for travelers. "This might be a clue," Orion said, studying the inscription. "Let's follow it and see where it leads." The secret meeting place. The inscription led them to a secluded grove by a river, where they found an old stone circle. It was a peaceful and serene spot, surrounded by tall trees and the gentle sound of the river flowing. "This place feels special," Polly said, her voice filled with wonder. "Like it's meant for something important." A challenge of courage. As they explored the grove, they came across a small, rickety bridge that looked like it hadn't been used in years. It was a test of courage and trust, as the bridge swayed and creaked with every step. "We can do this," Lucky said, her voice steady. "Just take it one step at a time and trust each other." One by one, they crossed the bridge, holding onto each other for support and encouragement. Despite their fear, they made it to the other side safely. A reunion. On the other side of the bridge, they found a small cottage hidden among the trees. And there, in front of the cottage, stood Lucky's mom. "Mom!" Lucky cried, tears of joy streaming down her face as she ran to her. "Lucky!" her mom exclaimed, hugging her tightly. "I can't believe you found me." Tears of joy. The friends watched the reunion with smiles on their faces, feeling a sense of accomplishment and happiness. They had completed their journey and brought Lucky and her mom back together. "This is the best moment ever," Cody said, his eyes misty. "We did it, a celebration." Rusty invited them all to a celebration at the secret meeting place, where they enjoyed a feast and shared stories of their adventures. There was music, dancing, and lots of laughter. "This is what it's all about," Daisy said, raising a toast. "Friendship, adventure, and love. Gratitude and goodbyes." As the celebration came to an end, Lucky and her friends thanked Rusty for his help and guidance. They knew they would never forget the friends they had made and the lessons they had learned. "Thank you, Rusty," Lucky said, hugging him. "We'll always remember you and these beautiful bridges." Rusty smiled. "It was my pleasure. You all have a safe journey home." A new beginning. With a renewed sense of purpose, Lucky and her friends set off for home, knowing that their adventure had come to an end but their bond would last forever. "We'll always be together," Lucky said, looking at her friends with love and gratitude. No matter what. The journey home. As they traveled back through the bridges of Connecticut, they reminisced about their journey and the challenges they had overcome. They knew that their friendship was stronger than ever. "We've been through so much," Felix said, his voice filled with pride. "And we've come out even stronger." Looking to the future. As they crossed the final bridge and headed home, they looked to the future with hope and optimism. They knew that there would be more adventures ahead, and they were ready to face them together. "Here's to the next adventure," Polly said, spreading her wings. "Whatever it may be." With their hearts full of joy and their spirits high, Lucky and her friends continued their journey, ready for whatever the future held.